The other significant component where those funds are utilized is paying debt service for the 1997 road bonds. And I'm going to give you an overview of that 97 road bond project, so I'll hold on that and go into a little bit more detail in a minute. This chart just gives you a sense as to what's happened since the mid-90s through the end of June of 2018 with respect to the combined total of Highway User Revenue Fund and Vehicle License Tax revenues that Pima County has received. So you see a significant, increase, mid-90s to late 90s. That has some ties to the change in the formula to go ahead and consider unincorporated population. That change was made at the state legislature. You see some growth, right, which would be probably more natural growth in gasoline sales up to a peak in the mid-2000s, and then we know what happened with the economy there, and you see that drop significantly. So in 2012, roughly fiscal year, we hit a bottom and then have been working our way back up to the combined total you see there for last fiscal year of $61 million. The 97 HERF bond program, so these projects were approved by voter proposition. Voters approved a $350 million package of road improvements. It was shared with the county, cities, and towns. The idea was to increase mobility and reduce congestion. So over the decades, we've been working on delivering those projects. $287 million of HERF bonds have been sold, over 250 lane miles of capacity improvements and 90 safety projects completed. Average lane miles were doubled in that time frame and congestion reduced by 43%. So in delivering those projects and selling bonds, we had incurred debt we had to pay. So just like our home mortgage, you take out a loan and you have to make that mortgage payment on a monthly basis. We've been paying off debt on that. So for the current fiscal year that we're in, the debt service payment is $18.8 million. When you look at that relative to the budgeted operating expenses of the department, it totals 27% of the operating expenses of the department.